crystals, welcome back to my channel. It is the end of the year. We are now in December, which is absolutely insane to me. But towards the end of the year, I start to feel really grimy and disgusting and just not like myself anymore. So a glow up is very much needed. If you can't tell, I feel like I look dead. My hair is so greasy. I just got back from my boyfriend's house, and boyfriend air is definitely a thing. I went to his house looking so hot, and now here I am getting ready to glow up again. I'm very excited about this video. If you don't know, my how to glow up for 2025 video is actually my most viewed video to date. So I was like, I need to do another one of these, but for 2026. And this one is going to be a little bit different than any of my other glow up videos because I am getting a spray tan in this video. My first ever spray tan. And I've been thinking about this for a few weeks now, and I've just decided to go for it. So stay tuned for that. But we're going to start with hair care and an everything shower because I think that's the best way to just start a glow up video is by taking an everything shower. Even if you need the smallest glow up, an everything shower will be the best option for you. But I like to start off my hair care routine just by brushing my hair and stimulating my scalp. I am out of my scalp oil, which is very unfortunate, and I need to buy more. So I won't be doing a scalp oil in this video, but usually I go in with a scalp oil just to help with growth, but we will be doing the ends of my hair, and I'm actually going to sleep in it because I'm gonna shower in the morning so that way I can exfoliate and shave right before my spray tan. But I've already stimulated my scalp. I've been brushing my hair for 5 minutes, so the scalp is ready and stimulated. But first we're gonna go in with the Après Bond Repair treatment, and I've absolutely been loving this stuff. It definitely is on the pricey side, but if you are wanting my full hair care routine, it is linked in my Shop My, which will be in the description. All of the products will be there for you to shop, but I just go in and really saturate my mids to ends with this. And you can section off your hair if that makes it a little bit easier for you. I probably should do that because I do have quite a lot of hair. I've honestly been loving this bond treatment. I just filled it up for the second time. So when you buy it, it comes with 2 bottles of the bond treatment, and then you pour it into this bottle and fill the rest of the bottle up with water. And so I just did that for the second time, and I believe I got this over a month ago. So I mean, it's lasted me quite a while. I use it once a week, so you can use it twice a week, but I just prefer to use it once. However, the refills aren't as expensive as the whole thing. I think they're like $30, whereas like the starter kit, which is this entire bottle with the 2 bond treatment bottles, it's $50, which is pretty pricey for some hair care. But anyways, now that my mids to ends are saturated, I don't use this on my roots. There's honestly just no need. I just make sure my mids to ends are pretty saturated. I'm going to gently brush through it, and then we're gonna leave this in for 10 minutes before we move on to the next step. So I will be back in 10 minutes. Okay, it's actually been about 15 minutes, but now the last step for the night, because I am leaving this in overnight, we're gonna go in with the OGX Coconut Miracle Oil. This is my favorite hair oil at the moment, along with their Argan Oil of Morocco, but I use that after my hair is washed. I'm just gonna take quite a bit of this and I'm gonna rub it in my hands to coat my fingertips and my palms, and then I'm just gonna go through on one side of my head at a time and just cover as much mid to end as I can with this oil. And this is really just gonna help your hair become so moisturized. Again, I don't use this on my scalp just because if you do, it's gonna be very hard to get out, and honestly, you don't need this on your scalp. If you are using an oil on your scalp, just make sure that it is a scalp oil because those are obviously meant for the scalp, whereas this coconut oil is not meant for the scalp. And this isn't just pure coconut oil. I got yelled at in one of my videos for calling it coconut oil, but it's literally called Coconut Miracle Oil. It's not just straight coconut oil, okay? There's obviously other things in there that help, but I just call it coconut oil because that's what it says on the bottle. My video where I test out the Abby Young method right now is blowing up for some reason. I posted that over a month ago and it's just now blowing up, which I am not complaining. It's just so many people are like yelling at me in the comments for doing something wrong, but it's okay, it's fine. However, that hair care routine is the hair care routine I use now, so obviously I love it, and since then I have figured out the right way to do things and the wrong way to do things. So anyways, please don't yell at me in the comments if you have something to say, please do it constructively, respectfully. We are respectful here on this channel. Please and thank you. Anyways, I'm now just gonna put my hair into a protective hairstyle. I'm gonna do like a little French braid starting from the middle of my hair. I, for some reason, have trouble French braiding my hair from the very top, and I've known how to French braid my hair since I was in 2nd grade, but I still, especially when my hair is wet, have so much trouble French braiding my hair from the very top. I just get so frustrated and my arms start to hurt. So we are French braiding from the middle of my head and going down. You don't have to do this super tight or anything, just a braid. And you don't even have to do a French braid. If you don't know how to French braid, just feel free to braid the ends of your hair. It's really no different. My hair honestly just holds better in a French braid because I have some layers in there. So I like to do a French braid instead of a regular braid. I'm gonna take one of these little rubber bands. They're not even rubber bands, they're like regular hair ties. And I'm gonna obviously put this in my hair to hold it all night long. And I do sleep with the bonnet on my head. My hair stays even more protected, but I will see y'all in the morning for the everything shower. And then we're getting a spray tan, people. Get excited. Okay, this stuff has been sitting in my hair all night long, so I am expecting greatness over here after I shower. But we are gonna take an everything shower, and an everything shower includes so much stuff. Let's go over it. We're going to wash my hair, double shampoo, bond treatment, hair mask, because I don't normally use a regular conditioner. I just use either my gloss and a hair mask or my bond treatment and a hair mask. But since we did do bond treatment here, it is bond treatment day. So we're gonna use the bond treatment. How many times am I gonna say bond treatment? And then we're going to exfoliate, shave my legs, wash my body. We might do a frizz treatment as well, just because I probably am gonna have some frizz in my hair, as always. And I just want sleek, shiny, beautiful hair after this. So anyways, let's go hop in the shower. Look how crimped my hair is. Oh my goodness. I feel so fresh right now and so clean. I was gonna do skincare. However, I thought about it and was like, oh, I probably should not put moisturizer on my face before a spray tan, because you're not supposed to put lotion on your skin before a spray tan, so that way the spray tan actually sticks to your skin. However, I am gonna put lotion on my dry areas, like my elbows, my knees, my ankles, and I believe that's it. Maybe the sides of my feet, because the sides of my feet are dry. So I think I'm gonna skip out on skincare for now, which is gonna be very weird for me, but we'll do skincare after we get home and rinse the spray tan off after a few hours. I don't know if I'm getting the express tan or just like the normal one that you leave on for 8 hours. I think I want to do the express one so that way I don't have to leave it on for so long. So yeah, we will do skincare eventually today because I need skincare. I can't just go without skincare. But we are gonna do my hair, style my hair, because she's gonna look crazy if we don't. But before we do that, I'm going to put some lotion on my dry spots. This is the EOS 24-Hour Moisture Body Lotion in the Scent Coconut Waters. I love this lotion so much. I'm just gonna take literally the smallest amount and put it on my elbows. Also, I still have like an hour or two before I'm going, so this is plenty of time to, you know, get into the skin. I'm just gonna put this on my knees because my knees are pretty dry, and the ankles just slightly. My ankles aren't super duper dry, however my skin is looking very dry. Should I like, I don't know, I don't want the spray tan to be uneven because my skin is so dry, or like splotchy. I have like 2 hours before I'm going, so should I just, I don't know, I'm feeling perplexed. I think it'll be fine, it'll be okay. Anyways, now that we've got that taken care of, let's take care of the hair. We did the whole shebang in the shower as you saw, but we need to blow dry it and style it. I'm just brushing through it very, very gently consistently, always starting from the ends of my hair and working my way up. Oh, also, I need to put this on my armpits. So this is the Tin Skin solution, and I use this on my armpits to prevent ingrown hairs. It's kind of just like an alcohol solution. So it does burn a little bit, but it is totally worth it in the end. Let's put some product in my hair. Let's start with a heat protectant. This is just the Heritage Play It Cool heat protectant. They sent it to me bedazzled. Like, how freaking cute is that? But I like to put this in my hands and then put it in my hair. For me, it just works better that way, because honestly, this spray nozzle isn't the best. And then I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal 21-in-1 spray and spray this on my mids to ends as well. And I do go a little crazy with this, not even gonna lie, just because it's so moisturizing for my hair. And then I'm gonna brush through my hair just to evenly distribute all of the product. Next, we're gonna go in with the Garnier Hair Filler Strength Repair Serum. And again, only using this on the mids to ends. I don't take a ton of this. I take just enough to get it on both sides of my head. And then lastly, this is a new product that I've been trying out. It's the Marc Anthony Grow Long Scalp and Hair Serum. So you just put this on your scalp, and it's a serum instead of an oil, so you don't have to wash it out. You just leave it in your hair. And I just kind of rub this in. It also smells really good too. And then again, I take my brush just to brush everything through, make sure everything is in my hair, distributed, and then we're gonna blow dry. Do I want to put volumizing mousse in my hair? I don't think I do. Or do I? I think I do, actually. I do. I'm gonna put some volumizing mousse in. This is the Nexus Volume Medium Hold Mousse. I'm actually gonna take this and turn my head upside down just so I can get all my roots, because I need this in my roots really bad. My roots are just so flat to my head all the time. Okay, and lastly, again, I'm gonna brush through my hair. It usually works best when I blow dry my hair and then put my hair into heatless rollers, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm dressed, ready to go. I'm also gonna bring a bag because I wanna bring my self-tanning mitt. I saw a girl, after she spray tanned, she took a tanning mitt from home and just kind of like blended everything in, especially around like the ankles, wrist, fingers, toes, like all of that kind of stuff. And I have slides on. So let's get going, I'm really excited.
I've never been here before. I just want to spray tan.
Okay, I'm back in my car. Obviously, I couldn't film the spray tan itself because you're like in a little booth and spray tan is going all over the place. However, that was the easiest process ever. Like, so much more simple than I thought it was gonna be. But obviously the tan is gonna take some time to develop. I think he said 4 hours, because I did do the express one, which is a little more expensive than just like the everyday one, or not the everyday, the 8-hour one, which next time I probably will do the 8-hour one. But since today I'm kind of doing this a little bit later in the day, I didn't want to wait 8 hours to have to rinse off, so we're gonna wait about 4 to rinse off. I am just worried about my face being super dark, but I'm pretty sure people tell you to rinse your hands and your face before the rest of it. But also my right hand did get a little more spray than my other hand, so I'm just gonna take my mitt and kind of like rub it all in. I don't know. I may wash my hands when I get home, just so that way my hands aren't like orange. But I did wipe off my fingernails while I was in there because that's what he told me to do. So that's what I did. But anyways, we're gonna go home now, and I need to do my nails today. So that will definitely be a part of this glow up process. And I also want to wash my makeup brushes. It's been months since I did that. I don't even remember the last time I washed my makeup brushes. This is just the beginning of the glow up. Hey, I just showered and I actually started skincare because I forgot that I was filming this entire process. But this is kind of how we're looking right after the shower. Again, it's supposed to develop within the next 24 hours, so it'll be even darker. Like I said, I have started skincare. Let me take you through what I've done. Not much. First, I go in with the Clear Stem Bright Me Up Skin Perfecting Toner, and I just put that all over my face. And then next, I go in with the Beauty by Joseon Retinol Eye Cream. If you can't tell, I love this stuff so much. And then I just went in with the Precool Universal Skin Solution Dermal Spray. This is what's been helping my acne so much. If you've been subscribed for a little bit, you know that I've been struggling struggling with acne, specifically on this side of my face, and I don't know why, but now I'm just letting that dry before I go in with the next step, which will be the Prequel half and half peptide ceramide moisturizer. This is new to me, but I have been loving it quite a bit. It's very gentle on my skin, which I love. And then I'm gonna let this dry on my skin. Y'all, my boyfriend has gotten me into F1 racing, and genuinely, I've become obsessed, and I fear that this is going to be an obsession that won't go away very easily because I've heard people rave about F1 for years, and I am the type of person that does not hop onto trends very well just because I don't know, trends can be off and on for me. But I just did not think that I would enjoy F1 racing very much, but I've been watching it with him the past few races and I'm just obsessed. We watched the Las Vegas race this past weekend and I genuinely don't think I can get enough of it. Let me know if you watch F1, and if you do, let me know who your favorite racer is because I love George Russell. I think he's my favorite. I still have a lot of learning to do, but I do think he's my favorite. Okay, and that is it for skincare. I think the next step is going to be nails, which will be tomorrow because it's 6:30 and I don't think I want to do my nails right now, but nails will be in this video. I will see you with whatever the next thing is. Okay, I'm actually gonna put lotion on my body now because I've been waiting literally all day to put lotion on. I usually also put oil on my skin, but with a spray tan, you don't want to use oil on your skin because the spray tan won't last as long. So I'm just going in with the EOS 24-hour moisture body lotion in the scent Coconut Waters. It's the one I used earlier to put on my dry spots. I'm now using all over my body. Oh, I feel so much better. So much better with lotion on my body. It's the next morning after my spray tan and I wanted to show y'all how it's developing. The hands are a little rough. Next time, okay, I did bring my tanning mitt yesterday. However, I ended up not using it just because I was like, let's see how things go the first time and then I can make changes next time I go. So I didn't use it and my hands are looking a bit rough, but everything else, oh my God, I'm tripping. Everything else looks fantastic. Like, I am loving this so much, and honestly, besides my hands, it looks very natural, which I'm loving. But now what we have left to do is cleaning makeup brushes and doing my nails. So we're probably gonna clean makeup brushes first and then do nails later tonight, and then we'll do the final reveal, do makeup and all of that later. Okay, we are going to clean my makeup brushes now. Also, this is the same day. It's just been all day. Last time you heard from me was this morning. And my tan, I don't know if it's developed anymore, but it's looking so good. But now we're gonna wash my makeup brushes. We're gonna do this quickly. I'm just gonna take, which ones do I use the most? I don't want to wash like all of them. I think I really only use these. This is my blush. This is my concealer and my powder. This is my powder blush. This is my foundation and also concealer. And this is my bronzer and contour. So I think I'm gonna stick to these 5 brushes and we're gonna go clean them in the bathroom. Yippity doo dah, yippity doo day, bing bing bong. Let's go. To clean my makeup brushes, I'm gonna use this e.l.f. makeup brush cleaner. Yay. Super simple, super easy. And I'm going to heat up the water. And yes, I'm gonna leave the water running. Please do not yell at me in the comments. I'm leaving the water running so that way the water stays hot. I have 5 brushes. It's gonna take me less than 5 minutes to clean all of them. So please don't yell at me. But we're gonna get these all nice and shiny clean so I can use them tomorrow for Thanksgiving. Okay, I'm now going to paint my nails. We're also watching the finale of Dancing with the Stars while I do this. So, oh my gosh, I really want Robert to win. You know, actually, I really want Dylan to win, but I don't think that is realistic thinking. So I'm gonna say I want Robert to win. but it's hard because I love Alex as well. I don't know, I just really want Robert to win. Anyways, we are gonna paint my nails, and I think we're gonna go with this dark cherry mocha color because, well, either this one or a different one, but the wedding that I'm going to on Friday, also ignore all of the background noise. The wedding that I'm going to on Friday, the dress that I'm wearing is maroon, so I need a pretty maroon color. What's this look like? Maybe we'll do this one. They're gonna be very, very similar to the nails that I just had. But anyways, I think we're gonna do this color. This is the Beatles A236.
For the first couple weeks, I was not proud of myself after the H dance.
Why am I getting emotional? I feel like I've transformed a lot.
Thanks for us. I watched my brother perform. I finally feel like I belong here.
I need to recover from that dance. Oh my god.
Alex and Val, Robert and Whit, one couple, is about to take home the Len Goodman Mirrorball Trophy. And new champions of Dancing with the Stars are Robert You've been changing my life.
I'm gonna do the Sunboon collagen mask. I love these collagen masks, although the collagen molecules are too big to actually go into your skin. I still love the way these make my skin look. They make them so glowy. However, I've never actually used these before. Oh, this is really interesting. Why is it so sticky? Is it supposed to be like that? Is this my forehead piece? Oh my gosh, wait, it's like really sticky. I don't know about this. This doesn't have like that normal wetness that the other collagen, and it's just not sticking. Okay, we're not doing this. We're still gonna do a collagen mask, and it's actually still by the same brand, but just a totally different mask. I don't know, that one was weird. Oh yeah, this is normal. This is normal. What I like to do with these is I like to take the little pieces that go in the eyes and I put them under my eyes just for some extra moisture, just like that. And then I like to put the mask on top, which these are always way too big for my face, but we just go with it anyways. I like to cut these so that way they lay down a lot better. There we go. So much better, thank you. Now you just take the bottom piece, and I like to put the mouthpiece on this line on my neck. Just like that, yay! I'm just gonna let this sit for the night, and the next time I see you, we will be doing makeup for the final glow up reveal. Okay, it's time to finish up the glow up. This is actually like a week later, so my self tan is basically gone. However, it's okay. Obviously, we can still glow up without a tan, but I'm just gonna do my makeup. We're gonna do this together just a little bit. I may not talk the whole time, but I want to at least do a little bit of makeup together, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm hoping this lighting is okay. Sometimes when I film from this angle with just my vanity lighting and no light behind me, it's kind of weird, so I set up some lights like kind of to the side of me, and I'm hoping it doesn't look crazy. Guess we'll find out when I edit. But we're gonna start with the House Labs Skin Tech foundation. This is my favorite foundation, and I like to take my finger onto my hand and kind of dab it like that and place it on my skin just in little splotches, because sometimes I feel like when I do it with the brush, I take too much product and then I just feel caked up on my face, and that is not the goal here. So I like to just take it on my finger and kind of put some dots around just until I feel like it's enough. And then I take my e.l.f. Complexion Duo brush, and I always just tap on my skin. I don't like to rub this around because I don't want it to be streaky. And then I'm gonna take the House Labs concealer, and I'm just gonna use this a little bit under my eyes and in the creases of my nose as well. And I actually like to let my concealer dry down because it makes it a little bit more full coverage. So sometimes I'll let it dry by itself, but recently I've just been taking this like little handheld fan and drying it with this. And then I take this Tarte brush. I don't know what this brush is called. called. This is what it looks like. So if you can find it, let me know and let me know what it's called. But I take the tapered end, which is for concealer. The other end is for powder, which I rarely ever use. But I take this end, and again, with the tapping motions, you don't want to rub your concealer in, only tapping. And I also like to drag my concealer up just to kind of lift my eyes a little bit. Now we're gonna take some contour, and this is the Sashu Beauty Contour Stay-In, and I love this contour stick. This is the lightest shade they have, which is why I love it so much, because it doesn't have like that orangey tone that some other contours do, but I like to place this at the very lowest point of my cheekbone, because whenever you do blush, you want this to go on the highest points of your cheekbone. But for contour, I've kind of moved my contour up a little bit, because I used to place it like in this crease here, but I like to place it just kind of like right at the end of my cheekbone. And then I do my forehead and sometimes the sides of my nose, not always, but I'm going to today. And then I take this Dibs brush. It's also like a double brush. This side I use for bronzer, we'll get there later, and this side I use for the contour. And again, tapping motions only. You don't want to rub anything into your face because it's just not going to end well if you do that. However, when I do get to my nose, I do kind of rub just lightly, because honestly, tapping is not gonna do much once you get to your nose. But then I also kind of try to drag it onto my eye as well, my eyelid. Again, just very, very lightly. Now we're gonna do blush, and I've been loving this Fui blush. It's kind of like a potted blush, not kind of, it is a potted blush. And this is the shade Without, ND03. The rest is in Korean, so I said what I can say. And then I take this Anastasia Beverly Hills A30 brush, tap it into there, and again, tap onto my cheeks. And I don't use this brush to blend. You'll see in just a second what I do. But I like to put this on my cheeks, and I am a blush girl. I love blush, so I do quite a bit. And then I also like to put a little bit on my nose. I then take the brush that I just used for contour and also use it for blush as well. Again, tapping motions only. And then I don't use any powder. Recently, I've just not been loving powder. It always makes my under eyes look so cakey. So we're not using powder. I probably should have done my eyebrows if we're just being honest, but I didn't even think about it. But we are gonna take this Dibs powdered bronzer. This is the shade Caramel Cappuccino. That sounds so good. Coffee sounds delicious. But we're gonna take some of this on that Dibs brush, but the powder side now. Swirl, swirl just a little bit. Nothing crazy. And put it where we just put that contour. And then I'm gonna take this Dibs blush in the shade Spice Gal. Looks like this, so cool. And I'm gonna take this Pixie blush brush and just do the same thing, do a little bit of a swirl, blow a little bit of it off. And I like to tap my blush on for some reason. So just do a little bit of tapping motions. And I love that this blush isn't super dark. It is very soft and glowy as well, which I love. Wow, we're almost done. This actually did not take me as long as I thought it was going to, but now I'm gonna take my e.l.f. eyelash curler and curl my eyelashes. And I think I'm gonna go with my brown mascara today. I've been using this brown mascara so much recently. It's the Kasunori brown mascara, and I believe it's Japanese. Nope, it's Korean. It's made in Korea. So, Korean beauty, nothing better, honestly. And you can get this on Amazon. I need to just do my full makeup routine on my shop buy, so that way y'all can go in there and shop my favorite products. So maybe I will do that before this video goes out. But once the eyelashes are curled, I like to go in with 2 layers of this. So obviously I just start with the first one, and then I'll move on to my other eye, wait for that to dry a little bit, and then go in with the second layer on both eyes. And obviously you do not need makeup to glow up. I just love finishing these videos off with makeup and my hair done, just so you can see like the full effect. But I'm pretty sure in my 2025 glow up video, I did not end up showing like makeup and hair and stuff. So just know that you do not need makeup to glow up. And then going in with the second coat on the first eye and the second coat on the other eye. And then sometimes I'll take this little like eyelash comb and comb through them a little bit if they're like clumpy or they're sticking together, which doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes it does, and it's so annoying. And then I wait for these to completely dry, and then I'll curl them again, which I know some people hate because some people have pulled their eyelashes out, but the trick is to be so gentle and move very, very slowly. So I'm just gonna wait for these to dry, and I'm actually gonna do my lips while we wait for that. Let's go with this Glow Recipe Blackberry Bingsu lip balm. Honestly, I'm not like the biggest fan of this, I'm not even gonna lie, because it feels more like a lip oil more than a lip balm, and I wanted it to be super thick, and it's just not that. But it's not the worst thing in the world. It has a beautiful, beautiful color, and it does feel nice on the lips. I just was expecting it to be more like a lip balm and not like a lip oil. Lashes are dry. Let's go in and curl them very gently. And I really only hold this for about 10 seconds. And after 10 seconds, you release very slowly and then slowly pull it off of your eyelashes. And now they're curled and so long and beautiful. And that is makeup completely done. That actually did not take me as long as I thought it was going to. Okay, the more that I have this lip balm on, the more that I'm loving it, kind of loving it. But now for hair, I don't know what I want to do with my hair. I usually don't do anything with it. I usually just leave it after I blow dry it. I could do like a half up. Also, I put on jewelry. All of this is from Every Jewels, and it's so cute. We have some rings and bracelets. This one has a cross on it and it's so pretty. And then a necklace. I think I'm just gonna pull my hair half up because I honestly can't be bothered to do anything else with it. Yay! Okay, I think this is fine. And now we just need to get dressed and then the glow up is done. Okay, listen, this is probably not the glow up outfit you were expecting. However, it is so cold outside, and by so cold, I mean in the 40s. I live in Texas, so I am not used to any sort of cold weather at all. I literally have this matching set on from Comfort, and I love this matching set. I think it's so freaking cute. But this is the glow up, okay? This is what you're gonna get. And honestly, I feel like this glow up was exactly what it needed to be, because glowing up is honestly a lot simpler than you would think it is, honestly. I usually do a glow up at least once a month because I just get super like gross feeling. I don't know, like sometimes I just get so busy that I like stop taking care of myself. Not like taking care of myself, but like I just stop caring about like what I look like. And so sometimes a glow up just needs an everything shower, a little bit of a tan, doing your nails, and just getting your life together a little bit. And that's exactly what I did. That is the end of this video, and I really hope that this was helpful and enjoyable. Also, don't forget to stay hydrated, especially in these winter times. I forget to hydrate literally any time of the year. But if you did love this video, I would really appreciate it if you could consider liking and subscribing, so that way we can hang out more in 2026. Ah, that's so weird to say. Okay, but as always, I am gonna love ya and leave ya, and I'll see you next time. Bye.